Hi students. I wanted to make this this recording to you to commemorate that today's day 40. Day 40 of an 80-day semester, which means we're halfway through with this semester. And I feel like in a way I haven't really met you in a face-to-face way because I'm always wearing a mask. So I wanted to record this message without the mask in front of me so that you could see what I look like and you could see my facial expressions when I'm talking to you. I think we learn a lot from each other by what we look like when we say things, and you don't get to see me smile when I see you every morning or every afternoon when you come into the classroom. You don't get to see me approve of your comments when we talk in class. You don't get to see me react right because of the nature of all of us wearing masks in order to stay safe, which I'm a very big fan of being safe. But I wanted to tell you that we made it halfway together. And a couple of weeks ago, one of your schoolmates was interviewing me, asking me just different questions about myself and whatnot. It was for a class project for another class. And one thing that she asked me was about the process of being back together in person. And my answer to her started with a saying, and the saying is, a fish can't see water, which is an interesting thing to think about, right? That a fish lives surrounded by water so frequently and needs water to live, that it's such a part of the fish's life that the fish can't register what's around it. It's just as part of its being. And for a year and a half, we have, in a sense, been the fish, but we're out of the fish bowl, and all we can do is look in. And that's what the remote learning experience was for so many of us. And I know that's what it was for me, that I could look into the fish bowl, but I couldn't swim in the water anymore. And ever since we started together 40 days ago, I feel like I can swim again. I feel like we're all swimming again. I feel like we're in the ocean of education, and we'd been on the beach for a year and a half at home, kind of looking at Zooms that had mostly people's cameras off, which I totally respected. But now we've done 40, it's like that, I guess, 40 days of as close to normal as we could do. And I want to thank you all for being my students. I want to thank you all for being part of Room 312 for 40 days. We did 40 days already, so we'll do 40 days more and we'll be done with semester one. You'll be halfway done with this school year, and before you know it, it's June. And you get to say, well, I went through a year and a half without going into school physically, and then I topped that off by figuring out how to come back. Because the reality is every one of us, we were asked to do something nobody had ever done before. Go home and figure out school from home for a year and a half. I can tell you, when we went to teacher school, there was never a class on that. When we all were preparing for these careers, we didn't have that. And I know that for you all, none of the classes that you've taken up until now prepare you essentially for doing everything through the computer the way that we did it for a year and a half. And we figured it out. You figured it out. And if you could figure that out and then say, by the way, come back to normal, like it's nothing that ever happened, and we're going to be back to normal, we're going to be wearing masks, we're going to have safety distancing, we're going to have all these different things. It's a tough challenge for all of us, but for you especially. And you did that already. and you've done it for half a semester. And the majority of you are doing really, really well. So I congratulate you. You know, every day I welcome you, and I'm always so happy to see you. Like, I put my hands together because I can't fist bump you or, anything like that, the way that maybe we could have done in regular times. But whenever I welcome you and I say good morning, I say welcome, please know when I say that, there's a huge smile on my face, because every day that I see you, every day that you come into room 312, every day that I say good morning, good afternoon, is a day that I'm swimming. And for a long time, I was a fish out of water. So thank you for being my student for the last 40 days, and thank you for pushing yourselves to do something difficult and challenging every day, and still getting up out of bed, getting ready, and coming to 1200 North Cornwall Street. Bravo Medical Magnet wouldn't be Bravo unless you were here. See y'all.